Welcome back. Did you enjoy your story? I did. Time to work on vocabulary now. What is the meaning of pick? Pick means collect, harvest. Pick the pencil from the floor. It means get it from the floor. Pick me up at 8 o'clock. It means come to my place at 8 o'clock. Thomas and his grandpa used to pick crops. They used to harvest crops in the fields. Collect. What is the meaning of crop? As we said earlier on, it means food that a farmer grows. Not just vegetables, mainly maybe, but not just vegetables. Can also be fruit or something else. What is the meaning of wink? Wink means close and open one eye quickly. Can you see the winking face here on the right? What is the meaning of grown up? Grown up. It means adult. It is the opposite of child. As I said, your parents and I are adults, whereas you are children. Enjoy your childhood. Now, what's your writing practice for this week? Text, fiction, work, great, laugh, soon, paper, teacher, library, biography. Now, presently, I will explain the meaning of the words which are still unknown to you. But before we go into that, I want to tell you something. I know you're bursting with joy at the thought that you will have no more dictations till September. But, listen to my words. Whatever teacher you will have in grade 2, whatever teacher, it will not be easy for you to pick up where you left off if you stop studying now. It will be very hard. So please, keep your good standards up. Keep studying. Half an hour a day, that's enough. For 5 days a week. I'll give you the weekend free, okay? But please, don't stop now. Remember, whatever teacher you will have, if you stop studying now, it's going to be very hard. So please keep practicing and try and enjoy it. If you enjoy it, everything will be easy or easier, okay? So now I'll explain the meaning of the words in the story that are still unknown to you. What kind of story was Tomás Ribera? In general, what is it that we read every week at school? All the stories that we read are texts. But what is a text? T-E-X-T. What is a text? A text is something that we read and make meaning from. Make meaning from. We don't just read for reading's sake. We read to understand. Otherwise, there would be no point in reading. Am I right? We must read and make meaning from a text. Texts are to be found not only in books. I'll give you more examples of texts. A text can be a TV show, or a movie, or a website, or a book, or a song. Everything that is written down as in a book, or that can be listened to and watched as a movie, or sung as a song, is a text. I want to give you one more example. When you go to the supermarket with your families and want to buy a packet of biscuits. If you want to make sure that what you're going to buy is healthy, you must know what is inside. So you should read the list of ingredients. What are the biscuits made of? Are they made of natural ingredients or unhealthy food? So you will read milk, sugar, chocolate, flour, water, whatever. These are the ingredients. They are written down in a list on the package. That is also a text. It gives you information. Am I right? Okay, let's see more examples. When we talk about any kind of text, any kind, a song, a book, anything, we talk about genre. Genre. G-E-N-R-E. Genre. Genre means kind. It is a French word, so don't ask me why we pronounce G as J, because this is a French loan word. It is a word that we have borrowed from the French language. Genre. It means kind, type. We've got a lot of kinds of texts, lots of genres. But the two main groups, the two big categories that texts fall into are fiction and non-fiction. Everything that we have read so far together at school, let me remind you, the titles of the stories: Animal Groups, The Big Race, At Home in the Ocean, Where Does Food Come From, Let's Go to the Moon, and Tomás Rivera. These are texts that can be sorted out. Then they can be labeled as fiction or non-fiction. What is the meaning of fiction? Can you read it here on the left? In pink, F-I-C-T-I-O-N, fiction. It means writing that is fake or made up by an author. Author means writer, the person who has written the story. So, The Big Race, remember the story that featured animals running in a race, is fiction because it is fake, it is invented, it is not real. It didn't give us facts, information. No. This doesn't detract from the value of the story. Fake doesn't mean not good. No, not at all. Fiction just means invented. Okay? So what is non-fiction? Can you read the word here on the right? In blue, N-O-N-F-I-C-T-I-O-N, non-fiction. Non-fiction means writing that is real information or facts. Remember last week's story, Where Does Food Come From? Or remember, Let's Go to the Moon? Those two stories, those two texts are non-fiction because they give us real information. They are not fake, invented by somebody. No, they feature real facts and real people, or real animals, or real things, whatever. Did you get that? So, remember these new words: genre, fiction, non-fiction. So, to make it clearer, last week we read, I'm talking about your practice sheets. Remember, in your practice sheets, I pasted an informational sheet about reindeer. Remember? That sheet gave us information on reindeer, Santa Claus's favorite animals. That was an informational text. An informational text. Remember? An informational text is a non-fiction text that informs about a topic. It informs about the natural or social world. It gives facts in words and in photographs. And numbers too. For example, an informational text about reindeer would say, reindeer are mammals. They live in Arctic areas. Some of them are wild and some are domesticated. Remember, we talked about all of that last week. Go and get your practice sheets and listen to last week's videos if you don't remember. Now, today we read another kind of text. We read a biography. A biography. Can you see it here? Biography. Bio, I'm talking about top left, top left on the screen. Bio, B-I-O, means life. Graphy means something that is written. Biography is a compound word. Remember the meaning of compound word? A compound word is a word made up of 2 or 3 small words. So biography is somebody else's life, the story of somebody else's life. A biography is a non-fiction text that tells about a real person's life. It is written by another person. I cannot write my own biography. Somebody else will write it for me. If I want to write the story of my own life, I will have to call it autobiography. But we will go into that later on, or maybe you will do that next year. So just remember for now that a biography, like Tomás Ribera, is a non-fiction text that tells about a real person's life. Remember, back in December, we watched a video about Dr. Martin Luther King's life. When he gave, this is a picture when he gave his famous speech, starting with, I have a dream. I have a dream. A lot of biographies have been written so far about Dr. King's life. A biography gives information about why the person is important. It gives details about their lives, their schooling, their job. Martin Luther King's biography would start like this. Martin Luther King was born in Atlanta, Georgia, on January 15, 1929. That would be the beginning of Dr. King's biography, the story of his life. Is it clear? Now, before you go, I want to give you 2 more examples. The Big Race, fiction or non-fiction? Bravo. This is fiction. Again, The Big Race, fiction or non-fiction? It's fake. It's not real. So it is fiction. Fiction. Now, see if you got that. Where does food come from? This is non-fiction. Bravo. Again, this is non-fiction because it gives us facts, real information. about food, but it can be about people, about animals, about anything. Just it's got to be real. Bye bye.